Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and associate others who may or may not be in the aforementioned categories. I'm Kester McKnight. Hopefully you're all doing well. I need to rant. So, some of you may know that my phone number changed about 4 or 5 months ago now. Not a huge deal. That's just a whole headache. Been a little bit of time. But my phone number did change. And it changed. The previous phone number was for a photography studio. So, ironically, Bing has updated the phone number. Google, even though Google has called me directly to verify this, and I told them that this is not a phone number for a photography studio. Like, if I still had my camera, I could photography studio, but I don't still have my camera, so I can't photography studio. That said, I will get phone calls, and most of the time, people are okay about it. Like, hey, is this the photography studio? No, it's not. However, I have the new phone number for you because I'm a nice guy. I got it. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Boom. Here's the new phone number. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Not a problem. Here you go. Boom. Today, I don't know what on earth was going on. And I was trying to get more information from this person because I do have my number attached to business numbers as well. A business stuff. So I needed to make sure, I need to figure out, were they talking about my voiceover stuff? Were they talking about the old marketing thing that I had that I was trying to do in October, November that I just shelved because issues? What exactly were they trying to reach on? Like, hey, I want some more information. Like, are you the boss? Of what? I need some information from you. I introduce myself. I need you to tell me who you are and what you're calling for. Like, is that a unusual thing? Is phone etiquette so far out the window that we just assume people picking up the phone know why we're calling? Because I'm going to be honest, caller ID isn't accurate anymore. At all. Businesses are concealing their IDs, so I don't know most of the time when they're calling. And half the time, the names on a cell phone number, if they show up, are not accurate unless they're programmed into your phone. So, what the hell? It's been... I don't think I'm asking too much. I think my nose is running. There. So, but it shouldn't be... It shouldn't be that hard to just sit there and go, hey, we've got this thing. This is the thing. Hi. Like, if I'm calling somebody, hello, this is Kester McKnight. Is this the place I'm trying to call? Second, if this is if this place I'm going for, this is what I'm calling for. This is the reason for my call. That way, if I am not with the right person, they can get me to the right person. And I don't think that's being unreasonable. At all. I really don't. Moral of the story: when you call a person or place of business, your first words out of your mouth should not be, "Are you the boss? Are you the boss? Are you the boss?" First of all, yes, I am the boss. I'm motherfucking Tony Danza. I am Bruce Springsteen. I am the boss. But I need to know why you're calling. Because you just asking, "Are you the boss?" doesn't tell me anything. And you being angry, or seemingly angry on the phone, the more angry you get, the less I care. And I guarantee you that is the default attitude of anyone who answers the phone to an angry person. Because I have all the power in the world. I can just hang up. And you give your crazy rant review, and it goes to all the 5 people, game over. I don't care. It's done. I know good on customer service. I'm great at customer service. I give great phone. Don't come at me sideways. I will kick your ass. And you will thank me for it. So with that rant all said and done, I did switch what I was going to be doing. I was going to have Nightingale as my review thing today. Textures have changed. They did not say this texture would change. I'm booting up on my background screen here. So they did release a patch today, which is great. They fixed some things. So let's talk about the patch before we dive into it. And it's not showing me the full patch notes there on the Steam news. So let's go to the Discord real quick so I can read out the patch notes real quick. Because there is some good information in here. So they fixed crashes. If you press tab and I at the same time, loading into the watch, mining and chopping trees, if there's out of memory issues, and some Intel processor crashes. Network errors or progression resets should no longer happen when the game is forced to quit. Added certifications so that antivirus programs such as AVG will no longer block Nightingale from launching. Creatures should no longer vanish during vault encounters, which we'll probably start looking into today. Logging out or leaving the realm should no longer block the quest Keep the Beast at Bay from Shiv Pearson, and should be fixed for those who previously ran into said issue. Some changes were implemented to the Byway tutorial realms to address various crashes, progression blockers, and general incorrect game states. Now, here are some things that I find interesting. They fixed some art and visual stuff. Scrolling quickly in character creator should no longer create special effects spam. Trapper Shoes Critter and Calcularian Boost will no longer cause invisible legs. Didn't know that was a thing. Interesting. Some forest and desert points of interest no longer have see-through gaps. They removed some unintended floating assets. And just generally, all in all, some overall effects and issues, and getting some foundation alignments to properly work, especially with the high-end foundation. Including some sound fixes. But here's the big thing. In the buildings, they fixed that light decorations can be added to the underside of upper floor pieces, which means you can have chandeliers properly on the upper floor, not just roofs anymore. Fix seed growth in the simple plant pot and the planter box. The state cairn should now create respite points even when on POI structures such as broken pillars, which just seems dangerous. Crude transom archways will now support roofs. That's great because I was having some issues with it. It wasn't a supported piece. I stopped using it. Crude peaked roof, crude peaked corner roof, desert roof pieces should no longer allow rain to pass through. I appreciate that. It confused me. I was wondering why it was raining inside my home. The stave trainable, I don't know what that is, but it should now fully rotate. Materials are no longer lost when removing partially complete building blueprints. I noticed that a couple times, not all the time, but a few times. Fixes for when players can occasionally not add resources to build encounters. I never experienced that one. And legal augments should now connect to alchemical boilers. I'm not sure what that is. And there's some controller stuff, some other things. When they're talking about the NPC fixes, I don't see anything about the recruits, which makes me a little sad. Like, with the exception of they no longer ignoring Elphoses. But that tells me that I cannot I cannot use the new recruits that just disappear if they're not in the right spot. Which concerns me. Honestly, it concerns me. But let's do a... Wait, there's some game changes. Let's see if there's something in the NPC. Because I didn't go down this far. They will not join you in vaults access from the watch, but can join you in private vaults. Okay, that's fine. They won't attack passive creatures. That's fine. Or remove counter vendors. Most NPCs have had their wares changed and cost adjusted. Yeah, whatever. Well, that doesn't actually fix the problem I've been having with them. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to throw a fit. That's all I'm going to say about that. But things are improving, which is the overall point. And it looks like there's some things that got fixed that they didn't mention. Because as I'm going through this, they're not... It's not changing. Like, there's some things in here... Because my... And I'll show you all in a minute as soon as I'm fully loaded in. That the colors and looks on my clothing is changed. But they don't say anything about that. So, I mean, that's is what it is. I'm not concerned about it. It's just one of those. I don't mind so much when things are missing from patch notes, but I am going to be irritated to no end if you have patch notes, or if you have a patch and no patch notes. I want patch notes. What did you do to the game? Tell me what you did. I would prefer if everything was there. But if it's not, I'm just going to be upset. That's all. All right, jumping into the game. And hi, Catherine, how are you? I was about to press the wrong button entirely. It's there. You were literally just there. Thank you. Thank you. Some people's children. Which I guess is better than some children's people, but, you know, Just that kind of day, you know? Let me see. What else is fun, exciting, and eventful today? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. Not a whole lot of new things. Anyway. But alright. So we're gonna learn some things. We're gonna see if they're actually not lying, because they didn't. Part of what concerns me is when they said they fixed the pots and the grow speed. It doesn't tell me what that actually means. And just for gits and shiggles. Is the other one still... I don't see Clone Recruit. Oh, there she is. I see Clone Recruit. I don't feel as bad now. I believe someday. Really? You don't have... Okay, let me look into that now. Before I get swirled away on other stuff. Where is that? Oh, you... Delivered to a parcel locker, it tells me. Let me send that tracking number to you. Because I have access to that. So I'm sending that over to you right now. That's the tracking number. It's in your DMs. At least that's tracking number, so as they tell me. And it tells me that they put it into a parcel locker on the 12th of February. I don't know why it's in a parcel locker. If you know why it's in a parcel locker, I mean, yay. I don't. Because I see an address. It should be there. Yeah, that's part of my confusion. It may have been... If there's an issue, I will say reach out to the Postal Service first. And if you cannot find it, I will see what I can do. Because I have options to report problems and do all that stuff. But reach out to them first so I have all the information I can do to, well, properly do it. Really, that's the question and concern there. Of course my backpack is full, because I didn't unload from the other day. What on earth? They changed the icon for the Oatenwood. I mean, it looks cool. least the Elder Odin would. I'm not upset by it. I'm just confuzzled, but you know. Let's... Yeah, the Otenwood is all... It's all different, so... Stack all that. I have open space there, I do. Let's put you... Oh, you're the... That's... I gotta actually pull stuff out of you. I really gotta pull stuff out of you. I don't know. I see you're stacking things in and I don't have space for you. I don't have space for you either. Oh, these are all look different. Okay. I'm not mad about this. It's just different. Gotta find the oil. What's going on with the oil? And they changed icons, but they didn't add icons to things that need the icons. Like, what the hell? Chitin, Babel chitin, wire. I think I've got automaton oil already. Pretty sure I picked it up. I'm just not seeing it, is the question. Vegetable, sulfur, coated paper. There it is. Automaton oil. That's what I wanted. I wanted that stuff. Move the rest of the items, make them match. And we're gonna hate myself. Put in the ingots. No, I didn't want to do that anyway, so we're gonna put in the ore. Doing better. And let's... Oh, that's all different too. Like the UI size is all different, which is... That's fine, honestly. I'm not upset by it. I was just a little shocked. Why are we not letting me... Like, you gotta come over here. There we go. Like, why wouldn't it let me do that before? Whatever. Not worried, just confused. Just want to get stuff moved over right, you know? Do. Just moving things. I will say that the things feel a lot smoother than they were. Yeah, this doesn't tell me what it used to be, but I think this is the portal for where I want to go. So let's see. Elder Jotunheart. There we go. I've got ingots. All right. We are making progress. Okay, that's a subtle change, but I actually like that. It's more atmospheric with how things are going that route. Now, if I go like so, the Shamamale. Oh, I need to put the pursuit ore away before I forget. Let's see if the Saskatoon Advanced and the Swamp Fibers actually work. I don't think they're going to. I'm fully expecting this to still be borked on at least the bound fiber. But I am cautiously optimistic. If I'm right, though, we're about to go to the desert. If I'm right. I decided to change my channel. Desert Herbarium. I remembered. I just gotta remember how to get to this cranky. She is behind me. To the south. Which only means I need to get up there. And I know I can, because I did it before. It's just, you know, doing it. But yes, you'll notice that my pants actually have color now. And so does my hat. Which now I need to just test out with different fabrics. And I say need, like the hat, the gloves, the pants, they all have different stuff. And the hat is predator skin, predator skin, predator skin, bug. The shirt is predator, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. Duster is brown, bound bristle. So like the predator skin seems to be red. The bug, so maybe that does make a difference. Maybe. Maybe it makes a difference now. I'm gonna fall, gonna fall, gonna fall, gonna fall. Oh god, I'm falling farther! That didn't go according to plan. Just in case anyone was curious, I did not intend to fall 5 stories. I panicked and forgot which button my umbrella was. So, yes, in case you're curious, I do not recommend falling like 2 stories. Hindsight, I probably could have built stairs up here. But that's a lot of effort. And I'm being lazy right now. Just straight up. What's going on? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. And should be just around this corner. There we are. Cranky people. Do a quick check into this Essence Trader. Just make sure they didn't put anything new into them. We'll do that one because I said so. Why did that say I don't have all the requirements for that? I built that. What are you telling me? Potion, mushroom, and plant. I'm not worried about that. All right. Ms. Bly. I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that needs fixing. Be brief, will you? Well, I got your etched ingot. Pelicudia. Or Cydia. I don't know. You have it. I've never seen it myself. While I appreciate the discretion, you should have approached waving a find like that in your hands. Pass the ingot here. Quickly, now. I feel strangely chilled by looking at its surface. I can't fathom what it would be like to observe it in its raw state. Tell me, did the Sun Giants put up a fight? How did you not end up squashed like a worm? They're intelligent and open to trade. You traded with one? I'm dumbstruck by the possibility. Perhaps after all this is said and done, I'll write an article about your exploits. I did trade with one. And then murdered them. Well, okay, I murdered, traded, murdered. Of all the resources we needed, this was the one I was least confident we could obtain, yet here it is, our attunement conductor. We must, however, not get ahead of ourselves. There are still 2 missing resources required if we have any chance of tinkering with that stabilizer. Oh, and this here is for you, from all of us. While altruism and exploration are the finest rewards for a well broker, don't pretend you weren't expecting some other recompense. We're nearly there, the watch within reach. The only question is, can we grasp it? Only one way to find out. Yeah, Now the Jotunheart. The older Jotunheart. Don't yank this gal's chain. If you manage to come by such rarity, don't make me beg to see it. Oh my stars. You've taken the soles right off my shoes. Just look at it. Like staring into the eye of beauty itself. I must know the story of how you came to possess it. Well, you see, while they will do just about anything for fresh meat, I kinda sorta had to fight it. Because my brilliant companion decided just, let's dive right in. I wouldn't have taken them to be carnivorous, but nothing is ever as it seems in the realms. The Druids will have a heyday with this knowledge. I've done my work here. This heart should slot right into the stabilizer where the radium firebox used to be. You put a real dent in our mission, my friend. Only one more resource to go. Perhaps you harbor the Geo-Arcanist soul after all. Oh, before I forget, while out scavenging, our survivors found an old Red Cross cache. Cache, Kush, Kosh, Oshkosh, Bagosh. We thought you'd be able to make it better use of it than us. No sense in lingering any longer. There's a new optimism in the air, just waiting to be seized. And seize it we shall, because I have the other thing. I've retrieved the Automaton Charm Oil. You've really done it then. The charm oil is in your pack. Hand it here if you would be so kind, so I might keep it safe. Well, I'll be. This is a major step forward, I say. I'm partly afraid to ask, but how did you manage to obtain it? Different automatons. Different automatons. So, there is a story that NASA has, with the James Webb Telescope, NASA has found a planet that looks like it has the same light pattern or similar light patterns as a lit up city at night. My concern is people are going to think that it has oil and we're going to go invade this planet for oil. True story. I mean, I did trade, but they didn't give me shit. God, I hate that you're right about that. The bishops are civil. The knights, not so much. Still, what matters most, and now we've got our combustion fluid. In fact, this is the final piece of our portaling puzzle. I can hardly believe it, but you've done some mighty fine collecting all the resources. Mighty fine indeed. The survivors here want to thank you for the burden of responsibility you've taken on. They pitched in and pooled their goods. This is for you, a token of our gratitude. It doesn't tell me what they gave me. Let's not lose path now. We must keep on, ever vigilant, ever steady. Onward we go. Indeed, you must be proud of yourself. You're a real doer in desperate situations. I trod the path and needed treading. I mean, that's me. It's, you know, I only did do what Virtue set forth. That's the real, you know, goody good thing. The neutralist, this needed to get done. I did it. Of course, Kezrin. You have an attention to detail that most folks lack. Having that attention to detail allows you to see connections in the intricate tapestry that is our world that many others fail to grasp and see. And then your ability to highlight and interweave these connections in ways that help people is very impressive and inspiring. I like to think of myself a bit of a wordsmith as well. And watching how you apply that trade is very, very important. And interesting to see. And I know that from my experiences, I know that typically those who look to tie those threads together, to heal and repair those around us, generally it's because we have our own scars that we're trying to deal with. It is okay to do such a thing if you are trying to shield others from the pain you went through. Don't ever think that you have to do it because that's the only way you can be worthy. You are worthy. The defense and protection of those around you is just a bonus. Taking that hurt, that pain, that trauma, and using your skills and abilities and making it so others don't have to face the same fate. That makes you more than worthy. Oh, This is not what a female character should be saying. I know I'm a dirty-minded man. However, spoken like a bygone realm walker. Keep that tongue service up, and you'll be the apple of Mr. Quartermain's eye. Just... No. No, we are not getting oral praises from a NPC. Not everyone could persevere in these Feywilds as you have. Retrieving these fantastical resources proves your willingness to forge a better tomorrow. The way you went about this deed shows even greater courage. You chose diplomacy with these creatures. In doing so, you've delivered more than resources. You delivered hope. I also lied to you. Not to me, but to all these aimless souls cast aside in the defining struggle of our era. I straight up killed a lot of these too. Let's not dally any longer, and have faith that this pile of rust will bring us to the Watch. It will take a moment to fit everything in place. What do we want to say about those who want to stay in the realms? Yes, some ignorant fools see these wilds as a fresh start. Believe the loss of Earth is no loss at all. To them I say the realms are for exploring, not living, despite what some of my colleagues believe. How did you end up the realms? Same as anyone. Only the details differ. As a writer, don't you relish in the details? Aren't we a sly dog? If you insist on knowing, well, that's why I fucking asked! I had to leave Nightingale City a few months before the Pale for reasons that I can't indicate for my own safety. Back in New York, I convinced an editor at The World to allow me to attempt a trip around the Earth. My true intent was to uncover how far certain unprincipled magical practices had spread on the global scale. By then, there'd been rumblings about a portal disaster at the Paris Exposition on Universelle. But what could I do from afar? So I left New York on November 14th to aboard the Augusta Victoria, the only ship allowed to leave the harbor that day. It wasn't long before multiple cloud banks encroached from all sides. Like horror incarnate, we had no choice but to correct course. The boat drifted into Nightingale Harbor a week later, with only a few crew and passengers left alive. So Nightingale's a place on Earth. Interesting. As soon as I arrived, Quartermain, Victor, and I started plotting. Alan Quartermain, Victor Frankenstein, and Nellie Bly. The problem was there were so many unknowns. No news had come from the realm. No one who had fled to Nightingale through the realms had arrived. Quartermain had come across the realm in his travels. I would make a perfect stronghold. Meanwhile, the Druids, the Calcularia, and the Hermetics were planning to close the portals. Before we could even question the sanity of our mission, we were stepping through the fourth transept. And on the other side, we found ourselves separated, but with little but our promise to meet again. How can you be sure that Quartermain waits for us? I can't. But hope is not static. Rather, it's always aimed towards something. It is the North Star that guards our heart when all else fails, and mine tells me that Quartermain never misses his mark. That was his legend. And if you hadn't noticed, the realms are echoes, for all their sound and fury, have a way of bringing humans together. Why put your life on the line for all these strangers? I can give you the moral answer, but that'd be the obvious one. When it comes to survival, too many believe that they increase their odds by splitting from the group. Caring for one is simpler than caring for the many. But that's a one-way train ticket to Insanityville. Sorry, this line should be... But that's a one-way ticket to Insanityville, see? Sorry, that line fit. Togetherness is another strategy, which coincides with my belief that society is measured by its many downtrodden, not its prosperous few. You're able to fix it yourself. I'll have you know I patented several of my own inventions, and while my knowledge of these engines may not match dear Victor's, it's enough to get by in a pinch. Just a few moments more. The oil is heating. My God, does that stink. It's like a fisherman's corpse. And the Tumen conductor appears to be facilitating the flow. I can hardly believe this is happening, but the stabilizer should spark up momentarily. One step closer to Nightingale. Time, dedication, and a teaspoon of patience. The ingredients for all life's cakes. It's only right that you take the first step. If the danger is truly past, the gate should recognize you're fit to enter. Just head down and you'll see the portal. On the other side, ensure you consult with Mr. Quartermain straight away. You'll want a word with an unsanctioned round walker who helped reopen a stable connection. You're not coming, are you? Not just yet. My first concern is getting others to safety. And there are countless souls still lost out there. They'll need someone to usher them onward. Without you, this never would have been possible. What's it they say? Many hands make light work, or something to that effect? All I ask in return is that you tell Mr. Quartermain that I'm still bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Janna hasn't gotten to me yet. I want to know more about Janna. Yes, no need to milk this parting for all it's worth. I already offered my overly sentimental thoughts. Your interrealmic chariot awaits. That's a horse that I just said fuck off with. Alright. Past the gate, down the stairs.
Hie thee, realm walker, into the depths.
Fucking Puck! Hi, Puck. How are you?
My eyes are on stalks. I admit, credence towards this ramshackled stabilizer wavered like wisps in sunlight. I won't dare set foot within the watch, but fret not. This isn't the last you'll see of Robin. I'll call when the time is nigh to fulfill your end. Don't you recall pledging your truth?
No.
You made a commitment by accepting my aid. A contract was made, sealed by ancient words.
Motherfucker.
Each kindness given must beget an equal one in turn. I have given many. And what value can be placed upon one's own mortal coil? Doubtless a question we will answer in time.
You motherfucker. Asshole.
How's this? Your lips yearn to part through my glamour. Indeed, how thou hast grown. Oh, don't give me that face. Have I not ushered you well, friend? And I'll continue doing so when Byra thaws from her throne.
This whole thing has been a play to entrap me, or the player, to entrap the player to assist Puck against the Winter Court.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. I need you in Nightingale as much as you long to be home. In return for my counseling, you will help me. Such were the terms of our contract. Know this, the path you walk leads to a place we both desire.
It's a mutually beneficial exchange, to be sure.
Would that I could tell you this was a reverie, but you more than dream in our wilds. These are no mere visions that can disappear with a blink.
Fuck you, Puck. Just... fuck are you?
As I am an honest Puck, if we have an earned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call, so good night to winter's fall.
And that is, honestly, that was Puck's biggest distaste. He did not want to be a liar. He did not want to be called a liar.
If we be friends, in time In time, we shall both restore amends.
You sneaky little asshole. You... Oh! Oh. That. That's a fuck are you. Why am I a third person? So I'm seeing other players because the watch is, you know, the watch. It's a multiplayer area. I can do solo or not. Quartermain. This is pretty cool. I wonder if we'll ever get the option to get this tile set. Well, I can't do shit with that. Quarter pistol, early revolver, Winchester rifle. I don't have tier 3 thing. Vault card. No connection with the Fey Vault and Advanced Challenge. Antiquarian Ascended card. I can do that one. So this is a stronger Antiquarian. Don't have any of those. But I can do that. I don't. I'm looking for a seed, and that's just silly of me. I really shouldn't, but I am. Alright. If I hide the owned... Why? Oh, that's hiding things I don't have materials for. Well, that's just stupid. So I'm going to have to go through, get some tier 3 stuff. Yada yada. So on and so forth. That's going to be the issue. I need the upgrade bench. And then I'll be able to get the 200s. And be upgrade more. How the hell is an 83 power person here? Well, I'm only showing as a 60, so... Okay, that explains why. I don't feel as bad. Alright, Benjamin. Let's see what you got. Oh, you got clothing. I like the hermetic look. I don't really like either one of those hats, but... Yeah, I like the hermetic. Weaving loom. Yeah, that it's all fine. Damn. Oh, hello, more essence traders. What do you got? Mystic core tool. Oh god. Those be expansive. Forgo the need for natural flame, but the lantern crafted by hermetic magicians, set with Fey Touch realmic gems. It creates its own incredibly long-lasting magical glow. Well, that's gonna be a lot of, It's gonna be expansive. Very expansive. I'm looking for seeds or fiber. Just straight fiber. Nope, nothing. Okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna, throw a fit. Alice, what do you got? Dauntless tools. So they just look different. There might be some functional differences, but... And I'll get them all eventually, because I can. Barnabas Dent. Greetings, my fine Geoarcane initiate. Finding yourself with an excess of essence in need of goods or services? I, Barnabas Dent of the acclaimed Dent and Daughters, am standing ever ready to acquiesce. You're part of the NTTC, I take it. Why, I most certainly am. They're endlessly supportive of the budding business person, you see. NTTC backing keeps the goods coming, and for a decidedly reasonable share of the profit. Are these other merchants of the NTTC as well? Now, not every salesman on God's green earth is a member of the NTTC. Though should my compatriots wish to join upon our return to Earth, I would hardly advise it. Most of these good people were laborers, tailors, skilled craftspeople and the like, thrust from their homes. They had nothing, and so I've taught them the businessman's art. We aren't all fit to be brandishing muskets and frolicking through these treacherous lands. I suppose we all need a pastime. A pastime! Nay, a livelihood! Even at the end of days, the need to support oneself financially is no less imperative. How can the NTTC supply you with the network down? Of course, I was referring to the agreement prior to the destruction of all things, my good fellow. But I still have quite a bit of stock left to sell, and a real man of business knows how to barter in a desperate pinch. We've already taken a step that way, with the loss of earthly currencies, for essence. Perhaps trade a simple bolt of cloth or for a basket of eggs, and then sell each egg for a few essence each. Suddenly I have more value in hand than the cloth was worth to begin with. That tidy profit then buys me even finer stock. Interesting. That's all for now. Do come again. The field of commerce is ever expanding after all. I would like to light him on fire. What do you have, Bernard? Tell me. Potions. Ritual meat. Huh. I don't think I'd actually eat that. Feels like a trap. Ever get the feeling that you're being watched? Thank you for the follow. Do appreciate it. Odd timing, but okay. Yeah, I can't do anything with that, so. I don't have any monies. Well, who's this I see? Chest inflated with all the vainglory of calculating know-it-all. If it weren't for that pocket watch and guidebook, I'd send you right back up those stairs. Excuse me? Oh, don't go turning those breaches into gas pipes. I was only a jape. My, if that's enough to send you reeling, you'll never survive these vaults. Give us the name. Sentinel of these vaults. How might I help you? What does Vault Sentinel entail? Rigorous attention, sleepless nights, a sharp blade. I'm the first line of defense against ne'er-do-wells entering those portals, and the last line if anything comes through. Most days, I have nothing but knife and tricks to keep me sane. On good days, I get to threaten a hermetic who thinks they can slip past me. On great days, I kill a few bound before they can make it to those stairs. How'd you get the name Shiv? If you have to ask, then you're lucky. I should be going. Hey, these are portals. All sorts of portals. Portals upon portals. You know, you're watching that door. What if they come out this door? Huh? Or aren't you actually, I don't know, watching the portals? Could just be me. I don't see Quartermain. Agatha Harris. Perhaps I could be reopened for just a moment. Or perhaps it could be, not I could be. Excuse me. Oh, beg pardon. Didn't hear you approach over the wind. It's always heartening to see new faces here. My name is Agatha Harris, resident researcher into unending pestilence we call the Pale. Are you a member of the Explorers? No, though they've been kind enough to harbor me here, that I might continue my research as best I can. I've been part of the Calcularia at Nightingale for many years, and am, at present, one of its only representatives here. Not very familiar. What is the Calcularia? We are people of science, researching the natural world and working to gain a full understanding of all its mysteries. Material and magical can all be understood through scientific rigor, and once that understanding is gained, we can pursue true progress. Such are the Calcularia's lofty principles, anyhow. To most members, like myself, the Calcularia is a loose institution, which supports me and the myriad research I wish to conduct, so long as our methods align. I had another question. Where does that portal lead? I suspect it still leads as it should, to the Cardinal Realm of Theurgia, the most direct path from here to Nightingale City. Somewhere in Theurgia lies the output to the city's second transept portal. Prior to the calamity, one could walk from the Watch to Nightingale itself in not but an hour. Strangely, this portal seems to have maintained its expected connection amid the collapse, and Theurgia finds itself the only known realm to be touched by the Pale. Interesting. Though we attempted to close the portal's connection refused to be severed completely, and fragments of the Pale still leach out. The explorers saw fit to block the path forward for all our safety, though it does complicate my aim some. If the Pale is entering the realms as well, does that not spell a group? It's certainly cause for concern, but as I mentioned, Theurgia is the only realm that seems to be afflicted. Though I'll admit, we've no contact with the other cardinal realms at the moment. And thus far, the Pale seems to disperse upon entry to the Watch, rather than accumulating, as it did on Earth. For now, it seems we can rest easy, though I would caution against too much comfort in these lands for a plethora of reasons. Ah, so you've never been to Nightingale City, then? The transepts and the cardinal realms beyond are the core of Nightingale's commerce, and its reputation as the city of magic. There are 4 great transept portals, each permanently affixed to one of the 4 cardinal realms. New Kurnow, Theurgia, Anwin, and Utopia, named as such because they were believed to be aligned with each of the cardinal directions. That's not the cardinal whatever. A geocentric holdover from earlier conceptions of the realms. Not every transept was open for public use, but humanity extended its reach into these realms more than any other. Nightingale City is, or rather was, the center of it all. I had other questions. Excuse me. Oh! Oh, I can go through here! Oh, well, I don't think I should be through here. If that's the Pale... This is the same... Yeah, that's the same power that the Bound pop out of. Without a doubt. So the Bound and the Pale are connected somehow. How that exactly is, I don't know. I also don't know how I was able to get through that lovely little gate there. Well, I went downstairs and find what I was looking for, so let's go upstairs, see if I find a Senior Quartermain. I think that's it. Oh, that is freaking amazing! Look at that. Let's see what we have here. Grace, Emir, Freddy, Mancoba, Suit, David, and another Benjamin. Amelia. Are you Amelia Earhart? No. No, doesn't appear so. Interesting. Apologies, I have all these papers to sort through. Perhaps Mancoba would appreciate a word with you. Sure, let's talk to Mancoba. Greetings, Realmwalker. Another fresh face arrives to seek adventure. I am the acting ambassador of the Explorers, advisor to Quartermain and guide for those who have not the luxury of training before joining us in these wild lands. You may call me Mancoba. The Explorers ambassador different from their second? Ah, a common question, of course. Ms. Bly is the second, while I am the ambassador. That all? Not satisfied with a simple answer? Good trade for an explorer. My position is sedentary, fit for one much storied years. Hers, for the enthusiasm of youth. I've heard quite a bit about you. I have not heard a damn thing about you. How did you become a member of the Explorers? I roamed the wild lands of Earth and these places beyond, long before any such group claimed that name. When Quartermain became their leader, he extended an invitation. I was quite fond of my solitary adventures, but my time was ending, and it seemed a fine way to share my knowledge with the inexperienced and overeager. You and Quartermain are well acquainted then. He and I met long ago, when he still called Zululand his home. We shared a mutual friend. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I helped nurture the talents that saw him named chief of our people. In turn, he used those talents to gallivant about with young Quartermain. Such is the calling of youth. He is dearly missed by both of us, and grief forms a formidable bond, even among those who have not always seen eye to eye. We are all bonded in such a way now, it seems. What is it you disagree on? Far less now than we once did. I had the wisdom to warn him away from many decisions he has since come to regret. I knew the value of my homeland for one. But he has grown into a good man, one who knows his influence and steers his charges down a better path. Oops, nope. All right then. I'll take my leave. Peace of the out. Peace of the out. Quartermain! There's all sorts of people surrounding you. I don't care. The unmistakable fetter of interrealmic space. You opened a portal here, then. A miracle of sorts, outshone only by the glow in your eyes. It is with honor that I, Alan Quartermain, formally introduce you to the Watch, a place where lost bodies and minds coalesce to form a new bastion for a new era. A dignified space, much better than roughing it out in the realms. I am unimpressed. It looks all rather fey. You're the old bastard, Quartermain, then, eh? In the flesh. I'm going to say that. A stern attitude must be what landed you here. Our goal is not to impress, and this is indeed an ancient fey structure. Long abandoned by the court of Empyrean. I must ask you what brought you to the Watch. We're eager to expand our numbers, but we've not managed to spread word out to the realms yet. Do you have any news of Nightingale? I'm sorry to say there has been no word yet from the city itself. Do you think it's fallen? Had the final bastion of Earth been swallowed up, I suspect we have all felt a pang in our hearts. What's more likely is that our absence, Lady Lovelace and Madame Curie, have made progressive strides and fight harder than ever. Question is, how do we communicate with them? How can we reach Nightingale? Desire without planning is like lightning, is beautiful. It links the earth to heaven, but it blinds and can kill you if it can leave you exposed. Yes, Do not expose yourself to lightning. There are brighter minds helping to formalize plans to open a transept in the city. However, we must first take every variable into account, both scientifically and morally. What's certain is the plan will require all hands on deck. Aurelio, an explorer I met on my travels, sends his regards. Still putting on about his quest for El Dorado, is he? A bit mad at times, that one, but among the finest explorers I've had the chance to mentor. He knows that the past hides secrets covered up beneath the written histories. Aurelio is walking proof that for some Geoarchonists, the dreaming alone is satisfaction enough. He seems more promise in the realms than a nightingale. And what do you make of that? Have you an opinion, or do you only tell those that belong to others? Perhaps there is merit in both. Playing the fence is a wise way to offend no one and tread no fresh paths. The last thing I will say about our friend Aurelio was this. It is difficult to convince a man who's seen his own nation torn apart since youth that the world is a place worth saving. So your dog is a ghost? I'm not sure what Smut is anymore. He named his dog Smut. Ghost, otherworldly spirit, dream made manifest. According to the Hermetics, it's all such things are one and the same. Smut was my childhood pup, and after I lost him, I never thought we'd meet again. I've long since stopped believing in the pearly gates. On one of my journeys through the lost realm of Kor, I met a veiled woman who granted me a wish in return for aiding her soldiers. Of course, I balked at the responsibility as I stood before her. It was as though I had died for an instant. Somehow, like a heavy spot of opium, my being moved into another realm, populated by visions of my fallen family. Only they were completely unaware of my presence, all but Smut. Though I never uttered a word, the veiled woman somehow known my greatest wish, to see my departed loved ones again. By some opaque magic, Smut followed me out of that formless place. Good boy that he is, he's been by my side ever since, serving as a reminder that childhood may be fleeting in the flesh, but never gone in one's spirit. I don't disagree with that. But how did I talk to the... Like, what dog are we talking about? I don't see a dog. Where is this mystical, magical ghost dog you talk about? I want to see the ghost puppy. You lied to me, good sir. There is no ghost puppy here. I came here after securing a permanent portal to the Watch. A permanent portal, you say? Pardon my skepticism, but such a thing hasn't been achieved since the Calamity. On top of that, you're no Realm Walker, no Geoarcanist, yet you don our pocket-watching guidebook. A Fey helped, but oddly, his name slips my mind. What? A Fey, Perhaps one with a tendency to stick his fingers in human pies? If so, I wonder what his aim is. Be cautious regardless. Go on, tell your tale. The explorer's second was in a desert realm. She plotted our path. Nelly, she's alive! And staying behind to help others find their way. Sounds like her, all right. What next? I need to know exactly what happened when you opened the portal. Or how exactly you opened the portal. We repaired the damaged stabilizer by salvaging arcane materials. Ingenious, I admit. Old Calcularia has its links to the realms, and through a sieve of mathematics, you were right to the source. That you stand before me is evidence that the pioneer spirit courses through you like the fire on river Styx. I did only what was in my power. Ooh. I say you've earned those tools of the trade, so let my word be bond. As the Explorer's First, I hereby designate you an official Realm Walker and a welcomed member of the Royal Cosmographical and Geo-Arcane Society. I synchronize your pocket watch to the watch's frequency so that you may come and go as you please. This should enable you to come here from anywhere in the realms and then return to your estate when you take your leave. This is a great honor. Consider it less an honor and more a responsibility. Because I'm going to make you fucking work for it. Finally, as you leave your sophomoric days behind, you ought to arrange a tool set tailored to your needs. Tell me, when you're out in the field, do you prefer reliable utilitarian equipment, or are you willing to sacrifice efficiency in favor of magical augmentation? Honestly, efficient and reliable. Ah, we are kindred spirits then, I see. Here, I've tried these schematics myself and can vouch for their might. I'll expect you to put them to good use. All right. Too much talk. My tongue tires. Worse, I can see you're preparing to utter a thank you from the awkward movements in your throat. There's nothing I hate more than being on the receiving end of a hat tip. You must be yearning to celebrate. Rightly so, I should say. All I ask is that once you tire of the gaieties, you return so that we may properly discuss this perpetual connection you've established to the watch. No point delaying any further. I already looked around everywhere else. A healthy dose of hedonism could do you good, Realm Walker, but I'll indulge your diligence. Our commitment to the watch... He wanted me to bone the people in the watch? That seems a little bit excessive. Our commitment to the watch is paramount. But so is my responsibility to you and your training. Thus, I propose we cross 2 hurdles with 1 leap, and incorporate some counsel into this discussion. As Realm Walkers, our duty is to uncover the realm's enigmas, and in doing so, light the beacon that guides humanity's path forward. At present, however, we must find our way back. To Earth, to Nightingale. The Watch shall serve as both asylum and meeting grounds, a temporary home where the factions can gather and plot how we might fend off the Pale. The perpetual connection you form between the desert and the Watch will supply us with a straight channel for recruitment. But where our safety is concerned, I fear it may have jeopardized our situation. I don't care about these 30 things. I really don't. Reaching the top of this mountain is no easy feat for even the most tenacious of creatures. That's why we can sleep soundly without the fear of the pesky bound or rabid Leporidon looking for a midnight snack. If threat were to breach us from the inside, however, there's little we could do to fend it off. And it comes as no surprise that the Fae who erected these walls left their fair share of tricky gifts for us to unwrap. Underneath the Grand Hall, we found 3 portals steering into esoteric vault depths. To our dismay, these are no ordinary vaults, but ones that serve as corral for savage apex creatures. They have been contained, so far, but up until now we've been severed from the portal network. With a new connection forged, there's a chance the creatures may sense an opportunity to escape. Am I supposed to know what a vault is? Curious that you reached this far to the realms without crossing one. I mean, maybe? Is that what those Fae portals were? Vaults are perilous fields rigged with intellectual and physical challenges. We believe they may have been created by the Fae as some sort of trial, or perhaps a twisted source of amusement. Not all vaults are the same, however. The ones in the Watch are what we've taken to call Apex Vaults. Though distinct in structure, they all demand the same final challenge: to slay an apex foe. Are they intelligent enough to escape? Is animal instinct not intelligence in itself? Every wild beast yearns for freedom, and these creatures are no exception. Furthermore, I must warn you, there have been reports of unexpected behavior. Something has shifted in the beast's nature since my first arrival. They've been acting with unusual volition, not expected of these brutes. There's something you're not telling me. Our only concern is to keep the apex creatures contained inside the vaults. Let the behaviorists entertain themselves with the oddities of bestial psyche. Can't I make a deal with the creatures? Oh, of course. Foolish of me to forget your first mentor was none other than our darling Nellie. I deeply admire her commitment to preserving wildlife. If we had an alternative, I would encourage such an approach. However, it is utterly pointless to attempt this feat in a vault. These creatures know nothing other than captivity and violence. The only peace you can offer them is the momentary silence of death. Momentary silence of death. You want me to defeat these creatures? In a sense, yes. But I forget to tell you, it won't be that simple. These beasts can be temporarily overpowered, but there is no way to permanently vanquish them. Each time you trespass into their lairs, you'll have a chance to destroy an interim body. But you'll never claim their souls. After each bloodshed, they'll return just as vile as before. I won't lie, the Sisyphean task might wear down your resolve, but it's our only chance to slow the beast's advances and prevent upheaval to our base. Is this your idea of hazing the newcomers? I wish we had time for such horseplay, but I can assure you this is not a burden you will carry alone. As we confront the end times, many will pray for a savior. But take it from me, a Cormac card-carrying individualistic bastard, that only hope for more tomorrows is stepping to that vast night ahead, hand in hand. Yours is not the heroic tale of a martyr, my friend, but one of the many brave realm walkers that will fight for our future, and the Watcher's here to support each and every one of you. What if I don't want to be one of the brave realm walkers? How can the Watch support me? Many wanderers have found solace inside these walls. I've yet to find one whose talents cannot aid our cause. Before you turn your attention to those vaults, I ask you to introduce yourself to the number of potential allies. First, you'll meet a trader by the name of Barnabas Dent. He's an asshole. He may not look like much, but Mr. Dent is responsible for arranging the trading routes that have kept us clothed and fed. I've no doubt he can point you towards equipment you'll need for the days to come. Then you'll seek Peter Smith-Jones, editor-in-chief of the infamous Sunday Courier. I'm no patron of his work, but the bastard can smell secrets like a starving hound. If you can endure the stench of tainted wealth, he's a better ally than an enemy. Finally, when you're properly equipped for the vaults, you should talk to Shiv Pearson. Miss Pearson, a fellow explorer, has graciously volunteered to keep watch of the vault portals. She'll give you the proper advice you're required to succeed on each excursion. I'll see what they can offer me. Disic nos amor ignoti. That's Latin for something. I know not what Latin for. But for Latin it is. And I don't have the thing. I gotta talk to Barnabas Dent first. You son of a bitch. Ah, return customer. What can I do for you this time? Mr. Quartermain knows exactly who we can rely on down here. I, of course, be happy to supply the whole Explorer's Farms the highest qualities, were my establishment up and running. When do you expect to be ready? Shortly, my esteemed customer. Some things simply cannot be rushed. While I, myself, am not yet open for business, there are many fine folk here with my help, have established quite lucrative businesses of their own. Whatsoever you might seek, I assure you can be fed. Don't forget Dent and Daughters while you browse. For an eager visitor, I might provide a sample for a unparalleled merchandise ahead of the crowds. There'll be plenty open. Fuck you. Do come again. Field of Commerce is ever expanding after all.
I'm a big fan of Nutter Butter Peanut Butter Cookies.
Huge fan. Nutter Butter Peanut Butter Cookies. Hello, number I. How you doing, good sir? Oh there, don't suppose you have free moment to regale me of the ongoings in and out of these fair realms. You're quite a bit fresher than most stuffy old tower, and I'd wager you've now better understand the outside than we. I have some stories to tell if it helps. Splendid! Of course, we get ahead of ourselves. Introductions are in order. Peter Smith-Jones is the name, editor-in-chief of Nightingale's finest paper, the Sunday Courier. I mean, that's up to you. Quartermain mentioned you might have information. Did he now? Frank, I'm surprised he deigned to mention me with new recruits. What did he say exactly? He holds your intelligence in high esteem. Now there's a flam if I ever heard one. Ha! He would, of course, be right to say so. If the watch happenings are of interest, there is none more well acquainted than I. And Wilhelmina Satz. Wilhelmina's alive? Ah, but of course she is. That scamp could push back the Pale herself, or itself, with a few pointed words and sheer force of will. Thank you for telling me, Rome Walker. I've heard my share of news since I arrived, but this is second to none. Warms my old heart, even if the rotten old bugger's after my job. Ha! I shudder to think what she'd do with such influence. You and I both. Wilhelmina is a top-notch journalist, the best of my employ. But she looks at the world, her view only ends a few feet beyond herself. With a few more years under her belt, she'll learn to see the whole of things and grasp the service our paper really provides. Might even soften that mean streak a touch. What were you hoping to ask me? This is such a... like... we have step, and then we just crushing halt on the flow as we come into the watch. It just screeches to a halt. One of the entertaining things with Senpai is Senpai Namurai does enjoy putting on the show. And you see this in what he does with his streams when he simulcasts on Twitch and TikTok. Part of that is honestly funny. He goes forth into the beyond. And he knows his limits. So he goes and pushes and pulls and does more things. And there's the point. He then learns his lesson real damn quick. Specifically the... What flavor warhead? Because I know it was a stink bug. Yeah, it was... Lemon. Lemon warhead. God, that was... the end result. Quality. Okay, let's say I saw face structures dwarf to any on Earth. Yes, just sort of fantastical madness explores what I was going on about. I learned to trade with many of the realm's kin and creatures. Huh! Now there's no need to embellish with such fancies. I don't suppose you were witness to any human interaction, no? Clandestine meetings between, say, a giant and a household name? I can't say I met anyone engaged in that sort of thing. Now that is a shame. Sunday Courier publishes news of a certain style, spinning these fantastical odysseys and well into the sort my readers expect. Well, perhaps I've not got the eye for it that I once did. I mean, tenacity of youth to keep up with these changing times. I'd wager a man of my years ought to be lazing about the sea, rod in hand, not a care in the world. There's plenty to be fishing me down in the realms. Would that I could indulge it. I'd be a happy man. He wants to retire. Okay. Excuse me. That was largely worthless. I warned it to die. I believe it. It's something, that's definitely for sure. Hello, Nerd Titan. Greetings once again. Tournament suggests that I speak with the right, though nothing else involves my notice. Mention might have some advice for me. Might. Basically, leave that disparagements to me. Listen, as much as I love good give and take, these vaults are to be taken seriously. If you're going to help defend the watch, you deserve to know what you're up against. Go on. You'll have slower load times. That ultimately that'll be it. That's the downside of a hard disk as opposed to SSD. Now, if you are putting other stuff onto that C drive, generally I advise against it, whether it's SSD, hard disk, whatever. I did. Oh yeah, then you just have a longer boot time. Legitimately, that's it. Everything else should be fine. I sense he left out a pivotal detail. I'm not about to send you in there with the full story. Though these portals lies dangerous dungeons filled with Fae traps and tricks. Old Fae used these to test their own abilities, so don't be thinking that this will be easy. You'll need both wit and brawn to make it through, and the final battle will be a brutal one. And that's not a bad plan, honestly. Just make sure you take the porn off of it. What are these interim bodies? Ah, so he told you that much, did he? But I don't suppose he mentioned Janna. No, he did not. Please tell me about Janna. So the old man's still scared. I suspect as much. See, Janna is the pivotal detail. Janna is a powerful and unkillable spirit. He passes from beast to beast, bringing siege and destruction everywhere he goes. That means these apex creatures aren't just your regular apexes. They are Janna reincarnate, and that is no small matter. If Janna reaches the Watch, we are all done for. So we need him killed every time he appears. He's there now. Will you face him? I go where I'm needed. Then go, and if you fail, I'll be ready. I won't let you down. Major vaults can be accessed within portals of the Watch. These major vaults are extremely valuable resources, but also guarded by powerful creatures. Realm walkers may encounter other realm walkers within major vaults. Join forces with other realm walkers to walk realms and realm the walks. I don't feel that I have enough bullets for this, but we're gonna see. We're going to try. We're going to make the bad decisions. I hear gunshots. I think there's another realm walker here already. So I know there's a way to do these solo, but I don't think you can do the first one solo. That sounds bad. I believe you. I wasn't here for the pillars, so. God damn it, missed. Missed the shot. Missed the opportunity. Get back here. Give me your... My backpack is full. Oh. Go ahead and clip that. They gave me all sorts of shit that I don't really need. Extract that. Extract that. I'll give me 2. Though this is... So they picked up stuff that I couldn't. Which... Old fruit, don't care. That's why I want to do these solo. Our meditation. Don't care. Arcane. Don't care. That one I want to apply. Apply it. You're telling me? Okay. Let's extract. Extract. You're shitting me. Let's... Oh my god. I hate this. Did it clone my shirt?
I'm a big fan of Nutter Butter Peanut Butter Cookies.
Huge fan of Nutter Butter Peanut Butter Cookies. Hello, Zero. I am confused because I picked up a shirt. I don't have the shirt. Whatever. They're all going ahead. Whatever. I'm gonna try to find where the fuck I am. Yes, but also no. What is going... Whatever. More synchronous Lotus chests! That's why the fuck not. Where are we? So apparently the little spots I was in before are called... vaults, the little Fey portals in the middle of nowhere. They don't tell you what they're called. There's like, oh yeah, these are vaults. There's things in here. Just wanted. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but. 25 Tier 3 Essence! There it is. They're definitely magic shit. I mean, shirt. I am so lost. And I'm just trying to keep up with these fuckers speedrunning shit. That, all I want to do is get through this. This is part of why I don't like going into these community types of things. Because I can't explore. I'm at the mercy of their speed, and they are ripping through this. Oh shit! Oh, God! Think we got him? Come on. No! No! I said stop. Stop it. This will be a lot better when I can upgrade my shit with the 200 minerals. Backpack full again. Not worried, not worried, not worried. Let's just extract the... Because I've got so much chamomile. I've got so many chamomile seeds. Plant fibers are early to come by too. And we're about to see the advanced fiber, right? We're going to see if they actually didn't lie to us about the plants being protected. 175, 200. 200 tier 3 essences. Oh, even more. 225 tier 3 essence. Any more? Any more? Gonna give me more? I mean, though we did learn, Puck is an asshole. Gonna leave it at that. Unless someone, unless people want me to go over it again. Yeah, Puck's an asshole. Really want to kick him in the face. Alright, Annie. Basics and repair, upgrade bench. And you want something that I don't have to make it, right? I don't know if this is true because it was telling me things that I have read Midsummer's Night's Dream. I knew Puck was kind of a dick with that. More directly a dick here. Because... No, I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Not directly. If you do not want spoilers for Nightingale, please mute for the next 30 seconds. Starting now. Puck traps you into a contract without expressing what he's doing. For those of you who muted for 30 seconds, welcome back. I've killed Janna, for now. And how do you feel? Remorseful, yet satisfied. Any big game hunter should. According to Quartermain, at least. I remember the first time I killed Jaina. He was in the body of a Beethier. Drove my knife straight into his eye socket. Wasn't nearly as satisfying the second or third time. But I suppose congratulations in order, so well done, Realmwalker. You completed the time-honored rite of passage every Geo-Arcane... Well, almost every. What do you mean by almost every? Why else do you think Quartermain doesn't like talking about the spirit? I see that look of stupor, and yes, it's true. Quartermain has never killed Janna. I suppose if he had, there would be no more Janna to kill. The Quartermain has never killed Janna? Not once. Barely been able to land a glancing blow. I've seen the man take down a Humbaba in just 3 shots, but put Janna in front of him. It's nearly enough to make me concerned. Suppose I should be, since he's meant to be the end of Janna. So there is an end to Janna. And his Quartermain. In a lot of ways, he's Janna's mortal enemy. There's something about an African prophecy. He may be the only one who can end the spirit for good. If only he could hit the thing. What else do we know about Janna? Not much more to say. He's not as complex as spirits of the realms, or so his patterns are fairly predictable, but that doesn't make him any less powerful. There's that look of stupor again. I'm starting to worry that it's just her face. But yes, I'm saying that Janna originated from Earth, not the Feywilds. If you want more of that story, you'll need to talk to Quartermain. After all, he was the one who brought Janna to the realms in the first place. Ew. I've played a little bit of it. I have all 3 from that developer. I just haven't taken the time to dive into it. It doesn't have a real solid start. Like, you don't have a identifier of truly who you are until a few hours into the game. Which I know is part of the Shadowrun mystique, but you still have something. Just don't go sharing it around. Jones thinks he's got ears everywhere, but I'm privy to more than he's got a brain to understand. But don't go thinking I'm some church bell. I only feed realm walkers this morsel. Even at the end of days, if nothing like sharing stories with your fellow explorers. We survive only in the stories told of us. Right. Regardless, you best be moving on. I'm certain Quartermain has more tasks for you, and so long as those portals are open, Janna will be waiting to see you again. So long, Realm Walker. Take care, you pain in the ass. Don't care, don't care. We have had eyes on this portal for weeks. I have, rather, and nothing. For weeks. My heart nearly sprang from my throat seeing it spark to life again. This is my station, appointed to me and me alone. Chesley is the name. Tell me, is it you responsible for this influx of souls here? I don't know how you did it, but Quartermain will be impressed. I already spoke with him, you whiny pain in the ass. Yes, I saw you run right by despite my calls. You have little respect for your superiors, huh? Correct. Oh God, forgive me. I did not see your Pocket Watcher guidebook before now. I've been wanting to earn mine for some time. Nothing else quite like them, is there? Because like gaze upon a ship's deck after a gale, when the puddles turn iridescent for a brief spell, I would kiss them if I could. And welcome to the watch. Probably should have said that first. Yeah, you pain in the ass. Just freaking stab him in the throat. Alright, Quartermain, what the frick you want? Yes, I see there are questions nipping at your mind. I returned after slaying Janna. I see that Miss Pearson didn't think twice before running her yapper. This is not how I planned to have this conversation, but there's no point in delaying it now. I'm not here for judgment, just the truth. Fine, if it's a history lesson you want, then we can waste our time with all the trivial details of a decades-old tale. I met Janna in Kendaland, north of my previous undertakings with the Pongo people. At the time, Janna's spirit had taken hold of an elephant thrice as big as the second largest you could find. That's a weird way to phrase that. It's 3 times as big as the second largest you could find. So it's 3 times as big as the next one. No. People I came to know as the White Kenda were at war with the Black Kenda. who had earned Janna's favor and unrelenting force against their rivals. Priests from the White Kenda sought my aid, adamant that I was the only one who could put an end to the monster. It was never my place to impart on their war, but even as I tried to distance myself from the conflict, fate deemed otherwise. What is Jaina exactly? Depends on who you ask. To the White Kenda, Janna was the devil himself. To the Black Kenda, he was their beloved god and protector, the invincible, the invulnerable. If you seek a more practical perspective, then Janna is a spirit, powerful, immortal, and unbound to human morality. If he has a corporeal form of his own, I wouldn't know. Every time we meet, he's dressed in a different body. Always that of a large, formidable creature whose strength he commandeers for his wicked purposes. Could Jaina come to possess a human body? That is a frightening precept. I must admit, first time I saw Janna in the body of a sun giant, a rational being not so different from ourselves, it chilled me to the bone. I'd like to believe a human's resolve is just too strong for such a perversion, but perhaps that's just arrogance on my part. With so many mightier bodies at his disposal, we can only hope the idea never crosses Jaina's mind. How could such a creature come from Earth? I have no knowledge of Janna's existence prior to our encounter in Africa. I'm hardly an expert on matters of a magical nature. Whatever his origins, Janna is no ordinary being, by human and Fae standards alike. It's true you brought him to the realms. The graceful answer would be yes, but I'm afraid I'm too pig-headed to leave it at that. Truth is, despite the priest's confidence in me, I was powerless against Jaina. The elephant's purblind mug could stand 2 feet from my barrel, yet my bullet straight as if I had shot by a clumsy drunkard. That day, glory was Hans. My dear companion didn't survive the fight, but he held on long enough to put a final bullet in the bird's brain. I stayed with Hans until he passed, and when I moved on, I was certain Janna was no more. From then on, wherever I went, Janna's new body was never far behind. While my bullets missed his vitals, so did his claws miss mine. The standstill turned me bold, and inevitably, I made a mistake. I was at peace with dying, but a friend brought me to the realms instead. When I came to, I was already here. And as you guessed, Janna came in tow. Shiv believes you're the one meant to kill him. I don't believe I meant to be part of Janna's story, but as a self-fulfilling prophecy, when our paths crossed, we became forever linked. I hold no illusions I can ignore the beast forever. One day I shall indulge his petulant vendetta and put this matter to bed. And when the time comes, the end of Janna will be the end of Quartermain. That is enough explanation. Is that enough of an explanation for you, Realmwalker? I wonder if they can't kill each other because they are linked. Thank you for sharing your story with me. Your kindness is unexpected but appreciated. Hey, a new chest. If your disappointment lingers, let its sting cement my previous lesson. Do not place your faith in heroes. Janna is but one of many poisoned chalices you receive from Realmwalkers who came before you. It is the burden of your generation to finish fights you have not started. A silent toil that will be met with laurels or heroic ballads. That won't be met with laurels or heroic ballads. But one that all Realmwalkers shall bear together if humanity stands a chance at a future. Yet, unlike the heroes of tale, you have a choice. If you are to join our fight, it shall be driven by will, not destiny. Only if you are ready to make that choice can we proceed in our endeavors. Well, I don't have a choice because the game won't let me continue if I don't press that button. My commitment to our cause has never waned. You humble me, Realmwalker. The world has asked so much of you in so little time, yet you face each struggle with dignity and grace. I don't know if Nellie's tenacity rubbed off on you or if it was the shared quality that brought you together. but I see a lot of her spirit in you. That sort of ally we would be lucky to have join our investigation into the Pale. A worthy task by the sound of it. As you well know, the plan to reach Nightingale progresses slow and frozen river in a fast southern wind. But even if tomorrow we re-establish contact with the city, the road to Nightingale still drowns in that ghastly mist no one in the right mind would dare cut across. Fortunately for us, one of our resident researchers has been tirelessly probing into any whiff of Pale evidence since her arrival. Agatha Harris has progressed much with little recourse, but her work has finally reached a standstill. Without word from the other side, it's too risky to check. Doing so could unleash an army abound on the city, or worse, inject the Pale right into the only beating concrete heart that remains. Before we attempt to re-establish connection, we must uncover the source of the Pale and understand its effects on humankind. That's why Agatha's research is crucial. Anyone figured out what the Pale actually is? A miasmal mist of sorts. From what we know, it has origins in the interrealmic void. We suspect it's some sort of a creation resulting from a tear in the pathway between portals. Whether this was done by accident or on purpose, that mystery remains unanswered. So no, we don't know. From the first signs of the calamity, the brightest minds in Nightingale have been banging their heads against the wall to make material sense of a magical blight. But Agatha has a broader mind than your ordinary calcularian, and without Lady Lovelace's constant watch to despirit her, she has instilled some sorely needed unorthodoxy into this research. It falls to Agatha to decide how much she wishes to confide in you. All I can say is that she is in dire need of resources that can only be obtained in the Ascended Realms. What are the Ascended Realms? They are far-off areas of the Feywild that had remained unmarred by human touch until not that long ago. Perhaps for a good reason. In most ways, they're not that different from realms you've crossed through. However, every component magnified. Power, danger, bounty. A feast worthy of making a traveler salivate with greed and choke to death with deprivation. And what does she need? I'm afraid you'll have to ask her directly. As invested I am in her studies, I wouldn't dare presume I'm capable of speaking on behalf of its scientific intricacies. No, intrinsicalities. That's even weirder. I don't feel so bad for tripping over that word now. With these instructions, you should be able to craft an... I already bought one of those. For any other inquiries, you should find Agatha outside the tower by the corrupted portal. Before you go, understand that this is not a request I make of you lightly. If Agatha is right, trespassing in the outer Feywilds might be the very origin of our current predicament. However foolish we may have been in the past, it's the only choice we have left to keep moving forward. Godspeed, Realm Walker. Let's talk to cranky old Aggie. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to cranky old Aggie. It's just archaic. What I said initially, no, that was not English. Not even remotely. Hello again. More questions, or have you found something of interest? Quartermain sent me to assist you with your work. Then you and he have my thanks. It is a great help. I'm not a fighter nor a forager, but there are a great many materials in the wider realms that could give us some clues of the nature of our current predicament. You could travel to the Ascended Realms and bring back unique essences you find there. You might be able to glean some information on their composition. If not about the Pale itself, at least about the realms we may yet need to venture into together. What can you tell me about the Ascended Realms? They're more distant, so to speak. The farther a realm lies from Earth, the more fey its influence. As such, they tend to be much less hospitable for we humans. The small humans, the wee humans. Sorry, that was rude. The dangers ought not be taken lightly, but in the same breath, they contain creatures and materials entirely unlike those currently known to us. I'm hesitant to even ask experienced realm walkers. No. You need to make sure that your G-Hub has proper port forwarding through the VPN. Because, no, it does not. It does not like VPNs at all. Logitech's a bitch about it. Because what's happening is your Logitech mouse, when it connects to the G-Hub, there is a built-in realm or region chip. So it's expecting to go through one area if your VPN has you in another area. So if you bought it as a North American mouse and it thinks it's going to Europe or Asian Pacific, it will go out and back. It's... Logitech's G-Hub sucks. If we aim to survive in the Thaylands or push back the plague that spawned from the wilds from their domain, understanding these wilds is our greatest hope. What makes the essences useful? While this is largely hypothetical, I believe that exposure to magic as an ascended realm may change the substances there in invaluable ways. Essence, being one of the purest forms of matter we can access, should help us see this influence plainly, without other complicating factors. Alright, I'll do that. Onward then to an ascended realm! Oh, yeah, I'm actually... I'm trying to reach out to see if I can get a discount code or something for Corsair and or Logitech. Either one. I thought about trying to reach out to Razer, but they're very predatory with their sponsorships. Don't get me wrong, I've got some Razer products. I enjoy some Razer products. My webcam's a Razer webcam. It's a nice webcam. But they're working with the peoples is not as the good. So I can travel to the watch, travel to respite. Well, let's go to my respite. Just woo. So we're really gonna see while we're preparing. Let's take a look at got a good amount of lights. Oh, storage. Storage is what I want to see. The footed chest. Gilded lumber, a hinge, and a gold. I haven't found gold yet. Shelving, not worried about. There's a state, portal, da 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 da. Which is interesting that the hope mechanic is no longer a thing. It's gonna be here for the excellent upgrade bench. You need gilded lumber, etched alloy. Really? Alright, let's see what we can find out. Okay, and my other aspect. All right. In France, elementary school students are allowed to take one 15-minute smoking break per class. And the male giraffe will continuously headbutt the female in the bladder until she urinates. The male will then taste the urine to determine if she is ovulating, and if so, bow chicka bow wow. Did you get over here? Yeah, got those three. That's what I needed. Okay, so you, the bound fiber didn't. The tier 1 did. So... Saskatoon berries. How the fuck was I supposed to know there was berries? Ba-dum-bum. I've got nothing to put away. That... Not a help at all. Got so much garbage now. Jesus. Gilded lumber. Can you make gilded lumber? No, you cannot. You cannot make gilded lumber, you scum-sucking piece. What experiment? Look at me, I am concerned. I will build up nerd in a moment. I'm not sure if I can. Like, I know they're not brutally aggressive at first. I've witnessed that, thought it was weird. Let me see if I can find a harpy. First and foremost, let's look at the upgrade. Allegedly, if you set an angler basket down and put wood in front of them, they'll take the wood and give you harpy leather. Does it have to be an angler basket, allegedly? Have they tried with other things? I'm not sure why you would try with other things, but... Excellent workbench. Carved wood and mechanical gears. I've got mechanical gears. Do I have carved wood? If I don't have carved wood, I can get carved wood. I've got the stuff. Do you need lumber for the carved wood? Lumber. I've got lumber. Allegedly. And that's a... I've got coffee seeds. Seeds. I will give it a shot. We will see what we can see as we see it. I hate that. We're going plant box. Are you kidding me? And I just realized the fuck up, but that's okay. I realized it late. So, the bound fiber doesn't fiber the bound. Can I fix? And the excellent saw table needs how much? Excellent workbench. Sorry, excellent workbench. And I will need that, but that's not what I was. Cut gem, cardwood. We'll do this one first. I need 4 cardwood. Four cardwood. 4 cardwood. Start with the 4 cardwood. Fill. I will try to find a harpy, because that's... There's a lot you can trade with in the realms. Which is, in and of itself, interesting. So the advanced bound fiber doesn't grow. Fine. I just need to get some space. I'm gonna need another storage, I swear. Part of the problem I just ran into here is, aside from I desperately need but the thing is, as far as the creatures of the realms go, they're not considered Fae. They've been influenced by the Fae, but we have heard legend of one Fae and met one Fae. Coffee grows fast. Show me on the doll where the Fae touched you. Oh, I didn't put a... Whatever. That gives me 6. Why didn't they... And they didn't give me more seeds. You know what? All y'all are getting chamomile. Yes. It's happening. Except for you, because your advanced bound fiber, you're probably shit. I'm not happy about you. I need to find a jute seed. I'm gonna try making some wheat seeds out of the fibers I got too. Fully expecting that to blow up in my face, but yeah, we'll see what happens as it happens. Oh, I am... All right. So building the Enchanter's Focus to focus the Enchanter. So if I build the excellent Enchanter's Focus, we can replace that and do the thing. Place you right here for now. And this should give me that. Vibrant ink. Encoded paste. That's it? So we want Ascended. And while you're going, let's come over here and do Forest. Because why the hell not? It seems to now autofill with the lowest possible. I may have made a bad decision, but if I have, so be it. Okay. Am I getting advanced walls and such? I don't see anything other than the solar window. Guess not. Nine bricks. Well, do that. Really? You know, they've been moving that direction for a while. I still don't know why. Oh, he is. He's a brilliant actor, just in general. He could tell you, but it would scar you for the rest of your days. Oh. Yet. Well, give me that. Put that away. That away. Put that away. I went to Juilliard! Let's see the solar window. What does that look like? What do you need? 4 lumber, 2 beams? Gilded lumber. Do I have any other gilded lumber and things? Oh, over encumbered. Just like, got so much shit. Okay, those are... Guess we'll just replace it because it wasn't as good. Just clean up some shit. Yeah, I don't. And that's just a better coat overall. All right. For the straps. I've got straps. Predator. How can I... Thank you. Like, I know I'm not full up on shit. $31 lumber, and we will go 2 beams or not 2 beams. The answer is 2 beams. Not a problem, he says unexpectedly. This is going to make a decision. I'm going to decide how I like the look. So I put the beams in. Oh! It's like a little windowsill. Like what? Excuse me, sir. Sir, sir. Don't make me. Thank you. Get the fuck out. So the problem is on this. Yeah, we'll stretch it out here, so I will do the regular. I am happy that Resident Alien is on Netflix now, because that means I can actually catch up with the fucking show. So I do want to go back through and do that. However, I've also been watching Warrior Nun. Or it interested me. Alright, so we are going to take you. And we're going to move you right there for now. Until such time as I finish all the other shit. Oh, hi! You know, I don't hate that here. So if we take this solar window and I'll check to make sure there wasn't another wall. Do a solar window on both. And they don't cost any different. What was the other big shock? There legitimately was no cost difference. And remove. Remove. Remove that as well. Let's go wall. Why does that feel backward? Because it is. That is not. Oh, hopefully it'll fix. Almost did this without a door. I don't feel that was right. That is something that I would like them to address, is what they feel is the outward facing, if for no other reason than to fix issues like that. Protector pillar. Backward pillar. Backward pillar. Sweet. Alright, so I need how many? Say 8? I say why stop at 8? Go one more. Bam. Now we need 10. Wrap this plugger in. I got some straps. Let's pull those in with the other logs we got and just put these logs into lumber over here because I might need it. One lumber. Go fill for the maximum of 10. Which is good, because that used up the lumber I had in my inventory, but I don't think that's all lumber I have. That's right. Lumber on standby. Now we are going to move some more things off of bad positions. Including, but not limited to, you were loud. All right. Go ahead and troink. And troink. Which this should I need 6 bricks. Okay, I do owe you for nerds still too, so I will get those both now while I'm thinking about it. Nerd Titan, despite his own beliefs, for he will tell... I'm talking about Nerd Titan, not you. Calm down, dog. He will tell you that he sometimes has trouble focusing and wants to just be a little chaos gremlin. And while he may want to be a little chaos gremlin, he is great at getting things put together. Today in Played Up, for example, even with trying to understand what the hell was going on, which is harder than it seems sometimes, he was able to keep up in a game he really hadn't played before, while Bella was losing her goddamn mind. Which, you know, it happens. It happens. What do you mean it dropped on the ground? Do I not have enough straps? Is that what you're telling me? That is what you're telling me. That is exactly what you're telling me. So don't let it fool you. He is a man with a plan. Hello there, Soma. Zero has the magical ability to find things that are stranger and unusual than stuff that I encounter on the daily basis, and that takes a level of talent. Oh, Carnute's there. I'm not gonna fucking deal with it then. Let him do his primal scream. I'm not gonna use my magic if he's gonna use his. And the strange and unusual does keep things interesting. So, good news. So far as I can tell, yes, they did successfully fix a lot of the issues with the planter box. There are still some seeds that just don't grow. That's another problem entirely. That being said, it's better that route than others. The seeds are not consistent being given back, which of all the problems, it's certainly one. I'm starting to grasp where we're at. So while I can't where's my not my flour, my wheat. I've got wheat seed, wheat fibers. So let's see if I can take this and change those into seeds. Which one do I do that with? This one? Mortar station? Seed. Plant. Wheat. That takes less. Did they reduce that, or is it just a different conversion? Okay, they reduced it a little bit. Because it used to be 5 per. Which is fine. I'm not upset. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong. So if I do that, this is the other problem. I don't have a way to replant this without just straight up deconstructing it. So we'll just straight up reconstruct it. I don't care. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem that it should be, like, I should be able to cancel it. Again. Advanced fiber does not grow. Which, I'm not surprised. I don't know why they allowed me to make it a seed. I didn't think it would work. But if you're gonna give me a option to make it a seed, I'm gonna see if it works, you know? you might as well do the thing. While this is going, because the footed chest, or sorry, the weather trunk has the same as the Voyager steamer as far as amount of space. 40 spots. 40 spots. So, and I can't make the gilded lumber yet, and I don't have gold yet, so not dealing with those. I will place 2 of these under the stairs. I really don't give a shit about the ingots, so that's all fine. Hello, Dump Chest, my old friend. I've come to throw shit in you again. You know how I keep saying I'll have a sorting system? That's a goddamn lie. As long as you all understand that I am lying to myself about this, I will continue the lie. But just know, if I am ever to actually sort my inventory, understand that it will be done off stream, probably when I'm supposed to be doing something else, and just trying to keep my focus on something I'm listening to. Just want you to be aware that that is my conditions. The fuck did I grab? Like, I know I grabbed sticks, but where the... No, I'm not taking a dump on a chest. Oh, no, wait, you just didn't want to have the horrificness of not seeing sorting. I get it. But here's the thing. No one else is using my chests. Now, if someone were in this realm, if someone popped into my world and said, hey, I want to start using stuff, then I would have an incentive to have the only dump chest be my companion's dump chest. Because step 1, they did finally fix it so that the companions will not go into chests they are not allowed to. So they're not smart enough to know, organization. But this is the companion chest, because you click survivors, everything in here I threw on them, and they emptied their inventory into this. The other nice thing, though, is if there's wood in here and these things need to be filled up, they'll take it from there. They will not touch anything in here. Did I have marigold? I did not have marigold. Sorry, I had marigold. I didn't have the sunflower. That said, let's get these out of that chest because I can. Of course. Yeah. That's actually another thing new tribal. If that's plant fiber, that's jute. Let's see if jute gives me the seed. Let's see if I am being exceptionally optimistic with that. I'm not worried about that, but we are going to boost that. We're going to see if that makes a difference. I don't know if it will. You know, here's another question. I was hoping. I fucked it up this time. Not a consistent grow. I don't think it'll actually let me... Yeah, it's just a... Okay, that gave me... more fiber. You are not growing all at the same speed. You guys, I understand, because you don't have light. I didn't put light over here. So it's about 3 per. With some variance. So that is the exact number I had when I started. With all 4 of these. When you grow, you'll give me a little bit extra. When you grow. Motherfucker, I will cut you. That gave me 3 jute seed. Oh! Oh, it gives me more seed than... Oh! That's even better. So they did a lot of fix, and that gave me... Okay. I was not paying attention to that at all. Let's see if the jute actually gives me jute. If I actually get something out of it that is worthwhile. Because that actually makes things usable, you know? I need what? Beans? How many beans do I need? 10? 12? 538? But you're saying resources. I need 2! Of course, just 2. Where? Thank you. Fill. 1. That gives me 2. Alright, on a side note, in my Discord's lounge chat, for all you Helldivers out there, Kezrin noticed by the door from the bridge to the... or from your landing zone to the bridge, there are these stickers that say manual override. And he thought that they actually said something, and I couldn't tell. I couldn't get my camera in a spot where I could really look. So, I told him, that's good enough. That'll let me know what it is. So I said, all right, let's see, show me the thing. So he gets a screenshot, sends it into the chat. And then I pull it up, zoom in on it. And I found the text. I discovered it, translated it, typed it. One of the great things with Soma is you know exactly how he's feeling. He doesn't hide his emotions. But with that, that also means that he is a very passionate and loyal individual. He's got your back. Even if sometimes having your back involves placing a grenade there. I've definitely deserved it a few times, just throwing that out there. But always there. He's there to support where he can, when he can, how he can. It is rare to see that in people these days, when so many folks are out for themselves, and I do notice it, appreciate it, and acknowledge it, even though I have not been able to be around myself as much as I used to. I will probably do some Helldivers tonight, too, if people are around after stream. Because I've had a thought of... I want to try something against the automatons. Partially because I got my ass handed to me last night after you logged. Got to the refined the other day. So, that's one of the things that I've enjoyed with this, RJ, is the pace. They have streamlined, they fixed a lot of the leveling issue we've had in the betas. That's been largely remedied. I am gonna have to gather rocks and make some marbles. Stockpile my essences. Or I could just, you know, melt down one of these fuckers. Like, oh look, a stack of predator meat. Whatever will I do? Real quick, let's see, that's 10 for 5. Yeah. I know what I will do. We will just... Oh, they changed things. They changed how this all set up. I don't hate it. It's actually cleans that up a lot. And that's not as bad, but still obnoxious little thing. But yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. I did just get to the watch today. I could have gone there last stream, but I was tired, so I didn't. That's just the game of nature. The game of nature. Nature of the game. That's how it all goes. God damn it, woman! Stop lighting yourself on fire! So, all of that. Let's extract. And what do you have for me? If I harvest like so. That still just gives me crude. Motherfucker! So they did fix the plant box. They did not fix the plants. And now that I'm getting to the point where I really am starting to see what kind of things I need. You know, what's what, as it were. I can actually really start doing things. No! You are not. You do have a higher chance to get higher yield. However, they fixed the seed generation as well. So, it's 2 seed, or 2 plant per seed, no longer the 5. And you are getting 3 per thing. So you will get more overall. They fixed that too. Because that's today. Bitches! But yes, that's... And before they fixed the plant boxes today, some of the things... Some things that should have grown didn't grow. Some of the things that did grow were not growing well. And then we have issues where, like... Can I help you? You nosed my leg. What do you want? You want to say hi? No? Okay. Yeah, I see your bone. I don't care. I don't want it. Sorry, got this sidetracked by the woofers. But like, before it was like 5 things for the thing. 5 plants for the thing, and then you're going, well, that doesn't help. Alright, pursuit ore is plentiful. Don't hate that. Bay Tower to the north, mostly west. I'm also slightly concerned because my dumbass didn't make more bullets. Are you a cave? Oh, you spawn right on top of me. Oh god, why is there so many? Why are there so many? There's so many! Stop it. Stop it. Oh, they really... Never mind. Stop it. Fucking hell. Okay, these are still tier 2s. As far as the creatures go. Why? Fucking rude. And honestly, it's about time that I got, ran out of the regular essence dust. I'll just have to farm up more things. Craft and make, not a big deal. Enough to be obnoxious, but not enough to worry about. Where's my spyglass? Killasteer. Lots of pursuit ore. Which those are hundreds, if I'm not mistaken. Hundreds to mine. You're gonna be sulfur, you're gonna be coal. Not too worried about either. You're sapphire? Oh, I was so concerned about that for a second. I thought for a moment that the bear had spider legs. Oh, it's angry. It's angry. Oh, thank you for not being angry at me. Be angry at her all you want. I have made many mistakes coming here. All right. Okay. I am still confused as to why they have it fabled by the creature, but not the rest of their stuff separated like that. Just a little bizarre. Obsidian. Interesting. That's new. Your magnesium? Yep, magnesium. The fuck was that noise? Absolutely bizarre, yo. They're changing music on me. I don't like it. I did not give permission for your musical shift. It's been ascended. But it sure isn't... It's not what I expected, alright? That's just the issue I'm having. I know it's the low end of the Ascended, which means it's going to be the high end of Tier 2. I just thought it'd be getting into Tier 3 critters. But it is giving me Tier 3 Essence. I can work with this. Good heart shot. Don't know if I need the raw gems for anything. But I definitely need the essence, so I'm just gonna harvest it all. Well, aside for the 10 stuff, I've got more sulfur and coal than I know what to do with at the moment. Little obnoxious. Alright, let's GTFO. And see what the FO can GT. Probably what the... Blue. What is that? Let me guess, you're gonna be like a 200? Make me mad? You are a 200 and you're making me mad. Well... And this pursuit will help. I can make a bunch of ingots from this and make some bullets. That's going to be the next on the list. Really, I'm at that point where I need to upgrade this with purple. And that's how I'm gonna... Unless there's a metal combination I don't know about. Because the Pelluditic didn't do it. 'Cause yeah, that's what I've got. Unless there's some advanced magical bullshit I haven't found. Which is possible. That could be the advanced bullshit I haven't found. But... I should be able to use the tier 3 forest fiber, which is... Why is the tier 3 a 100? Tier 2 must be the 40s. This tier 1 is the 10s. Alright, tell me what you got. Show me what you got. Come on. Come on. Uno. Dos. Tres. 14. So that was something that I always thought was dumb. U2's song Vertigo came out when I was in high school, and I was going through Spanish classes. If you were unaware, Uno, dos, tres, catorce started their song. They literally did their countdown 1, 2, 3, 14. The next morning I woke early. Disturbed by a curious silence. The blackbird won't sing outside my window. Sorry, let me try this again. The blackbird wanted to sing outside my window had vanished. Indeed, there was no bird song at all. Perturbed, I ate a hasty breakfast and rushed to the college. I could see immediately that Ogilvy hadn't slept. She'd been fretting about the Paris equation all night, but made no headway. At great expense, she called Curie at Nightingale by trunk telephone, and found that the Calcularia were having similar portal problems. Curie had recommended an old book of D's on realm cards, and they discussed the evacuation of the Earth. I will admit, I scoffed at that. But in the face of Ogilvy's silent gaze, I swallowed my contempt. She handed me a list of quite insane, rare, expensive things, and told me I had 3 hours to gather them. I humored her and went off into the city. Welcome back, Zero. I must say, I am mildly confused. But we're still getting hope echoes, we're still progressing, we're still, causing all the problems that one is wont to cause when one wants to cause things. Oh, by the way, Zero, you'll be happy to know that the internet, did not have a specific I couldn't find and already made one. I could have made one, but I got sidetracked. But I thought of making you a E-card. I support you more than the floor you were standing on. It's a very, very niche market for that one. Oh, that was delayed. 230? Honestly, I'm surprised that doesn't already exist, because you think with all the contractors and videos you see of people falling through ceilings, there had to be at least one other smartass out there. But at least it wasn't floor you were, just installed. It was quality control on floor you were going to get rid of. Okay, let's do it. Wrong button. Alright, so there. I got rid of it real quick. Get it this way, I won't need to grow the tier 3, 4, 5. They're fucking everywhere. I hear it. There's something. There's the thing I hear. It's very peculiar to me that these Seeking Guidance hopes are so deep in the realms. The star. For eons, the star has spoken to hope, a guiding light in darkness toward the strength of purpose. I can't trust you with anything. Like, seriously. And apparently they still haven't fixed the trees either. Well, I don't know that. I don't know that. Just head straight east to that trader and that Ari person, whoever Ari is. It's gonna say they haven't fixed the trees. I don't know that. That's a premature complaint. That's a lot of bound. Like they're not... Oh god. What? You! You pissed off the trees! I'm fighting the Lorax. It's pissed off the trees. Ah! No! Damn it! I didn't make the fire. I should have made the fire. I should have made the hermetic fire spell. Oh god, no, no, no. Come on, kill this bound. Get rid of the bound vermin. Got more advanced fiber. What is your... I can't even see its health bar. Oh, God! Ow. I think I'm gonna actually need to make more healing pots soon. Where is its health bar? Oh God, I barely even touched it. Yeah, they definitely fixed that part. Oh, God. Oh, I think that might have been an exaggeration of how fast you were going. Oh, it's dead. Oh. You, frolicking dirt child, get your ass over here. You can take that. Oh, two of them are fabled. Arnute, you scare the shit out of me. You kind of have to. They have no encumbrance. It's amazing. I didn't see a... I don't think it gave me a card. Okay. Take all that shit. I don't want it. And if they're not going to give me unlocks, fine. I mean, I really... It's nice to have them, but at least give me, you know, something. Learn how to dive deep. I have to... Alright, fine. And I get it. Head to the Assassin's Trader. Not gonna be happy about it. Not gonna be happy about it at all. Excuse you. I still don't understand why these are counted as prey animal. Some of the most aggressive prey I'd ever see. Alright. Are you just a random point of interest? Or are you actually gonna... Yeah, there's nothing really cool here, I don't think. Okay, there's a trader and random Ari. A random Ari trader. That's badass! The fuck is this tile set? I haven't seen many people this far into the wilds. It's nice to have some company. My name is Ari. I'm afraid I don't have much to offer beyond conversation. I'd be pleased to help another traveler, however I can. Pardon my indiscretion, but how should I address you? I'm afraid I'm not sure what your gender is. I prefer to keep it that way if you don't mind. I know the matter can bewilder some folks, but it's not my intention to upset or alarm. The sky changes every minute, yet we know it to be the same without fault. If it helps, you can think of me the same way. Dude. You're a dude. I'm 90s. Everything's a dude. I'm a dude, you're a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, that chair's a dude, the dog's a dude. We're all dudes. Are you a survivor from the calamity? Not quite. The realm has been my home for the last 4 years. When I heard the news of the Pale, it was already too late. I couldn't go back. If I'd known when I left that I was saying a final goodbye, honestly, I don't know it would have made a difference, but I wish I would have known. At least leaving was your choice. Most of us didn't have that luxury. I know. And believe me, I'm grateful for that. That better be a tree falling and not another goddamn... I came here following the footsteps of my ancestor, Hrafna Floki, Vilgard or something. He always had one foot in the realms and another on Earth, torn between wanderlust and nostalgia. Eventually, he sought the aid of the court of the Empyrean to find his way back home. I didn't expect history to repeat itself to the letter, but here we are. I heard the plans from Hera Quatermain while I was in Manamir. Mananir, or rather the Watch, as you call it. I hope you find your way there, but Nightingale is not my home. I must learn if other cities still stand, if my people can be found. Hera Quatermain warned me against my plans, but I'm not afraid. Like Floki before me, and Frigga before him, my tears will lead me to my destiny. I hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you, truly. I've been on my own for so long. I learned to appreciate moments like this. Before you go, I want you to have something. These are the instructions my ancestors have been following for generations to build our homes. My people's future, uncertain, and so is mine. If the Allfather deems our time is over, the least I can do is ensure our legacy lives on in the realms. Thank you, this is an honor for me. I wish you safe travels, my friend. May we meet again. Safe travels, Ari. That is cool. Please tell me this is what I think it is. Not at the bottom, not at the bottom, not at the bottom. Stave. I don't have the full stave set. God damn it. But I can work with this. A windowed wall. Upper floor. This looks pretty cool, and it needs gilded yet. This is cool, though. I don't hate it. What do you got, Nicholas? Building stave. Oh! There we are. You've got more shit. But you're expensive. Sturdy Nordic wall built to stand the test of time. Upper floor set. I wish it showed me everything. Up the fireplace we saw downstairs. Okay, we've got a lot of options. You know, I don't hate it. Thank you for your assistance, good sir. Got a lot of blueberries. Don't need a lot of blueberries, but I got a lot of blueberries. Okay, so we're gonna keep that open for a while. But first we head north. North to the Fae Tower that I honestly couldn't see shit. But we head north. We head north, and north is where we head. Because the tower doesn't stretch as far. Interesting. Oh, that's a deer. I thought that was a big ass wolf for a second. Oh. Oh, that was a minor heart attack. In all honesty, I need that upgrade bench first and foremost. I just went around the long way, didn't I? I need that upgrade bench. Where the fuck is the door? Seriously? Did I just avoid the door when I first walked? I did. I avoided the front door when I first walked up. Well. I feel dumb now. This is going to be a rough fight. Like, I don't think... I'm going to lose in this tower, mind you. It's just... weapon-wise... this first step in... I'm about as low as I can get. And still be safe for it, you know? And I could just chase along folks in the vaults and do that, but I don't want to. I also will need to get my recruit some more shit. Like, he needs to be better equipped. And now that I can actually start, you know, doing something about that and grow my stuff properly, we've got that as an option. Of course it's a maze. It's another one of these fucking mazes. Not there. Okay. I am still really thrilled that your recruits no longer set up traps. Because that was a serious problem in the alpha, where you're running through these places and your recruit is just tripping everything. Caused an issue or three. And we see that I clearly don't need them to set traps off for me. I do just fine on my own. Did I turn myself around? No, I did not. Well, that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, this gives a lot fewer essence than I was anticipating. Give ourselves a quick little boost of health. Not a lot though, huh? Where are you, little grenadier bitch? Oh, God! This is not going according to plan. Hi! Nope. 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 Yeah, it really did. He threw himself in front of that bullet. Okay, I think that's the... I think I got grenadiers. I'm not hearing grenades anymore, so we must have. Come on, you little lamplighter. I don't know why you're called lamplighters, but, you know, fuck you. That's why. Get your ass back up. I will say... combat, while not the worst I've seen in this style of game, it does leave something to be desired. It's not horrible, it's just... it's really simplistic. And if you're looking for a simplistic combat in just... you know, slight variations on weapon speed and types, that's fine, cool. Got you, more power to you. It is something to be noted, however. Good, bad, and different, it is a thing. I don't think it really detracts from the game, I just think it could have added more with a... just a few things, like a definitive, not having it tied to a particular weapon, having a dodge mechanic. I understand that my axe pick is not really meant for combat. And there's no real block involved with it. I thought I saw a second essence trader here. I'm not seeing it on the map. Let's see that one. I could have sworn there was a second one. There is. It's right there next to that occupation. Okay. Well, two. Let's go south and east, maybe? I honestly don't need 17 synchronous lotuses. Simba, everything the light touches shall be yours one day. That dark area over there? Fuck that shit. We out. Oh, lordy, lordy. That was quite painful. You can relax, you're fine. Just because I'm having a bad time there, dog, doesn't mean you're about to get anything. Don't know why you're all excited all of a sudden. Don't you dare start. I've been doing a real good job avoiding nighttime. Not so much right now. It's not been doing a good job of avoiding getting hit either. Stamina. All right. Now deal with your shit. Not a lot in the way of... Oh, hi. I have really got to get this taken care of. Lack of bullets. Oh, it's nighttime. It is nighttime. Oh, it is so much of the nighttime. Okay. So if I were a clever man, I would place a bedroll thusly. And rest through the night. And here we are. You know, if you hold down your button, it works a lot better when you're trying to deconstruct things that require you to hold down the button. Just for remembrance's sake. Grab a few rocks. Do the thing. The true history of that irritant, hope, or the constraints of memory in 2 dimensions. This contract precipitated through all of us at once, though not all collapsed. Some remained accessions. Some stretch out across all dimensions. Some I discurse. Afterwards, only those of a kind stayed together, though we didn't all travel the path to the same degree. The first I encountered was Momus. Osseous, he said, in the tongue of bedrock movements. Have you seen what you can do with these? He was shifting one through generations, making its numbers grow and collapse. I watched closely. The structure's components, that I was now realizing were possibly separate things, unflowable droplets like Momus and myself, were struggling against their fate. Even as Momus sent disaster their way, played and pruned, they mourned and fought on, rebuilt, survived. I stopped him for a moment and had him watch. Those parts are like us, he said. Save for that carrying on, which is without sense. Submerge and reflow, little beings. I bet they cannot, I said. Cannot forego that thing. A bet, said Cirth. A third, newly consolidated. I will adjudicate. I know I've seen an earlier part of that. This is different. They've changed how this gets sorted. Oh. These are the Fae. These are notes by Fae. As just transcribed by Edgar Allan Poe. Coriacer and Corius. Well, not necessarily Fae, but a Fae-touched being. An occupation, I do dare say. Aha! Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't stick through the night, because with how rough it is dealing with these guys right now, I would not want to type myself into 2 groups or have 3 patrols or some odd combination therein. Come on. Do. Alright, let's do a quick look under here. Anything cool? Yes, but also no. Gonna have to make more potions. It's a thing that concerns me. More essences, more powers. More random logs that you're chopping, you crazy bitch. We are going south, I say, to that other essence trader with the full understanding that I probably won't have enough essences to buy anything. I just want to see what she's offering. And then after such, I will see where we're at. But this has been an education. Ah, there was so much exposition though. They just dumped a mess of exposition onto you once you get to the watch. I'm glad I didn't do that the other night because I would have been exhausted. Probably a solid hour of talk. Take those rocks, too. Why is it giving... Whatever. Whatever. We have... this way. Again. Taking rocks. Because unless they changed it, they still, if they changed with this patch, the rocks into the marbles were a pretty damn good conversion. And I do need a lot of the essence dust. My stockpile is low, so need to fix that shit. Mixing games up with buttons for what? Alright. Let's go get murdered. Pursuit ore. More pursuit ore. Excuse me, don't know. That gave me 8? Stop being bullies! Being bullied by pigs. So we're hitting that, we're doing that thing. Get them all? I feel like I'm missing a pig, but yeah, whatever. Some more pursuit ore. Excuse me, I need to throw things in your pocket. Thank you. Your support has been noted, appreciated, and will be registered with the appropriate agency. Thank you for your assistance. I look forward to serving with you in the future. You suck. It was the wolves? Why was it the wolves? Why would the wolves... Whatever. And I don't know what you are. Delphinium. Delphinium. Alright, what do you got? You got tools, a red watering can, a lantern, and a refined sling bow. Fitted with an improved mechanical launch, a refined sling bow comes highly recommended by any explorer who knows the value of dispatching threats without head-on confrontation. Ah. Okay, I can get the Ascended Astrolabe. A sturdy dresser. Before I get all advanced. Okay. I've got 190. I'll go ahead and grab that. And I'll hold off on anything else right now. We've got a lot more I need to come back here for. But we need to drop some stuff off, make some bullets. And carry on from there. It's the making some bullets that's going to be the thing. So we've learned a lot today. An awful lot. We learned about the watch. We learned that I can't do anything with the motherfucking some of the seeds I can't grow, but some of the seeds work just fine. Did I fuck it up? No, still praying. That answered the question. Okay. We learned that my organization skills are severely lacking. Okay, let's be honest. We didn't learn that. We just continued it. We'll know about this in a moment if it's the route I want to take with it or not. We will find that will be the truth, one way or the other. Remember, let me see. I've got an idea of what's going on. Of what we're going to do and why we do it and when we do it and how we do it. But we'll see. I don't know. Now, do not forget. Friday we'll be doing stuff again. Probably some more Nightingale. Maybe Helldivers. Haven't decided. But we will work and get more stuff done. This is going to wrap up for Why is it dark? It's never dark when I come back to the respite. Huh. So let's do that and wrap some things up. I do have a... We're gonna go right on over to Senpai Nemurai. Let me make sure I'm actually spelling his name right, because I don't want to do it the old misspelled way. So, if you don't know Senpai, you must be new around here. Nemurai is doing a lot more painting of the minis, and he has a few reward redeems that got him in trouble last week, or last Friday. Maybe Saturday. I don't know, it's been a weird week. The other day, though, he was doing things, and he, in his infinite brilliance, had a stink bug jelly bean and a lemon warhead at the same time. He does not recommend these. But we're going to go say hi on over to him. I'm going to wrap things up, take care of the psychotically energetic dog at the moment, take her for a wander, and then probably hang out in my Discord for a bit. You all have a lovely... Yes, I'm talking about you. Let me wrap up. You hush your face, young lady. Scotty. Wait. You all have a lovely rest of your evening, and we will see you soon.